Usually if I sit on a Turks to get their legs separated so their legs aren't in a lockdown or tied up tight. So I'm usually sitting like Turked on the guy and keeping my chest heavy. See, it's all about body weight and stuff. And then if I want to work in here, elbow strike. In MMA, really elbow strike. You might even set them up with a few first, 30 seconds later, another couple, and then you go for the submission there. In grappling tournaments, I'm going to pop them at least. And what you're doing is to hit them above the knee, 2 inches, where you want a tie kick. That changes the relationship between the knee and the leg, which is what you want with all good leg locks, is certain bends and angles, okay? I don't want to try to do this here where he's strong, but I want to go here where it's already bent out. Grab the top of the foot, get my leverage point here. So he's kneeing down, that's fine. It could end up at different submissions, and then down and up. A lot of times he'll try to keep this out once I get it. And then it's more this way. Okay, then I take the toes to the head.
Pushing it down.
Most of them, yeah. I mean, this is all hypertrophy stuff. It's all pretty hypertrophy stuff. Because it's keeping that knee tight to me, so I have trouble mounting, right? You guys familiar with that? That guy's hip in a lot, he keeps the knee in a lot to help block the mount position. Well, what's sitting here? And this is even worse. Okay, I just go here and screw guys all day. And in a high profile fight, there was a big name fighter, UFC about 6 months ago, who was doing this all day long as he was side mounted. You don't want to give a guy hooks to work stuff. You don't want me even doing this, even if I don't tap you. You don't want me doing it. You don't want that. Okay, so the proper way for blocking mount is on the side. Okay. Still open to attack though, so that's what we're going to do. I'm in here being heavy. I'm like, well, you know, his upper body, he's a jiu-jitsu guy, he's really good. It's going to be hard to choke him and armbar him. Well, maybe it's easier to leg lock him and hip lock him. Catch ankle lock. Double submission, so here's the hip lock. Here's the catch ankle lock, and here's me hitting them both. Now, we just landed this way, only got one leg hooked. Usually I'm here triangled and hooked on both. And maybe, I don't know, I want to stretch them this way at the same time because I just felt it. See, I just made that up. I've never done that before. I've never stretched the guy with the top and the bottom at the same time. But once you get kind of the concepts I'm trying to teach you guys, you feel things. You feel things, okay? So here is to open it up. See, last time he put his leg down, so we ended up a little, this will be a little worse for him this time because he didn't leg down. Drag back, triangle. So I'm on a Turk. Hip this way, elbow this way, okay? And then this. I'll take that as a tap. Yes.
So even if you were to let his foot go, you could still jam his ribs?
I'm sorry?
Could you still swing on his ribs, even though you had his leg loose?
To punch him?
Yeah, when you got him stretched out.
You're gonna tap to your head.
Yeah, you hit a guy whenever you want to. You got control. That's the whole point. You're controlling the man with body weight. You're controlling him with dominant position. You're on top riding the guy. You want to beat the heck out of him? Sure. If you got a somewhat submission, but it's not a full submission, you're still in a compromised position. Yeah, I'm always looking to elbow a guy. Okay, I'm always. So again, here, maybe I'm under here, maybe I'm here, maybe I'm here. Doesn't so much matter. Okay. Here, draw back. There's the hip lock. And if I want this too, then I get this lock too if I want. And if I do both at the same time, that's fine. By the way, this position's happened fairly often in passing and stuff. I've seen this about 4 times recently in MMA. I think once in Bellator, once in UFC. Okay. And guys are hitting from this position. You pass in the scrambles and stuff, weird positions happen. Well, you might be able to hip lock from there. Okay. So that's even like a certain way of passing. So that position, you know, this position does happen. It's reverse even, you know, here I want it because he's this way. But if he comes back this way and I'm working ground and pound, here, I might just decide I want that $30,000 or $60,000 submission bonus, right? I mean, if you do this, Dana White's going, ching, right? We all want that. We all want the cheddar. Okay, so a couple minutes with this. It's a double submission. Catch ankle lock, reverse toe hold with the hip lock. All right, go ahead. Up by grabbing the foot first. I peel it this way. Now lace your leg up. Yeah, I'll probably tap right in the triangles.
Really got it.
Hit back and draw the hip. Anyone seeing a rolling crucifix lately? Really paying attention to their fights. How about Dan Henderson or Shogun? Okay, or Little Nogueira versus, I think, Burles. The guy messes up in my opinion. On a single, in my opinion, you shoot head inside singles. You don't shoot head outside singles. But we've seen this position happen a lot in scrambles. Okay? Or some people just shoot that way, or firemen, whatever. I'm going to hip out 90 degrees to him, right away. Whether I'm cross-facing, whether I'm placing an elbow here, whatever. First things first, I'm flowing back and spinning like the hands on a clock. And I'm getting this way. Okay. And then as this arm gets in here, it's starting to set up a rolling crucifix position. I can come in here and hammer fist him, pound him. I like to pound the guy, punching the face, ancient technique, works really well. Okay, but then the ref starts going, watch the back of the headshots, watch the back of the headshots, right? So sometimes in here, there's a submission. There, I finally switched his elbow. Here's a submission here. You guys watch? I'm battling my hips down. Yeah. Okay, so it depends, where his arm is and how good you get at kind of manipulating where that elbow is. And then stretching your hips back and down. You see, I'm off my knees, my hips going down. I got this wrist controlled, good pounding position. I'm going to shoulder roll. Watch out your feet. I'm going to shoulder roll forward now. Okay, for the rolling crucifix. Okay, when you roll, don't go here. Believe it or not, Little Nog made that mistake when he was hitting. Okay, this guy could get his arm back because this is like muscular, like arm wrestling. You don't want that. Go to a cover and trap it. From here, any old school fans? Gary Goodridge, Paul Herrera, 8 nasty knockout elbows of death. Sorry. Okay, so here you're looking for elbows and hammer fists. You're looking to knock the guy out. Okay, do something cool. Get that knockout bonus. Okay, here. Okay, I got this trap. Now, he's tough. Rounds ending, corners yelling out. 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 20 seconds. Well, I'm not getting the knockout bonus because maybe you're in. You're too far maybe for the elbow, so you got to hammer fist the guy's taking him. I'm always looking to land in the elbow, the temple position, personally. From here, right arm's going to replace left arm. Look what? I like going from a rolling crucifix to a crucifix. Neck crank. So 2 different crucifixes, I combine them into one. Next unit. So maybe he shoots sloppy. He's in here. Number 1, guys, don't get sucked in. You got to wrestle first, okay? Hammer. Spin out to 90 degrees. I got control. If you want to take that submission there, if it's there, you take it. Okay? Grab the wrist. You want to pound the guy for a while. I suggest it. Okay, before you possibly give up position, you're hitting the guy, elbowing the guy. Okay? Now you're getting one for hitting the back of the head. Or it's straight up grappling tournament. Shoulder roll, cover position, elbow. You want to submit the guy because it's just a grappling tournament? Okay, cool. You probably can't do neck cranks until it's advanced, open division, stuff like that. Still, it's advanced tournaments or paid tournaments. But you guys will get there someday. Right hand replaces left hand. Switch your hips, and so that's crucifix neck crank, right? One more time. He's in here, head outside, single leg. His arms in between my legs. That's the position we do this from. Here, you spin out. So Dan Henderson did it on the other side against Shogun. Here, bam, 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 bam if you need. Shoulder roll. Cover, back of the head. Elbow, hammer fist, if you can. Straight up grappling, control the guy. There's also a reverse omoplata from here. You can switch your legs and more craziness. But we won't get too far ahead of ourselves today. Here to here. Elbow down to the mat. Okay, to control that arm. Here. Now I'm doing hip in and ribs in. Okay, for the neck crank. Be very slow while rotating up in the neck crank, okay? It's a bad cervical lock. Be careful with that. All right, guys? And I hope to get 1 or 2 more from top. We'll see, we're running out of time. From half guard, lockdown. Okay, guys. Not you lockdown, me lockdown. Lockdown. Outside leg first. Outside leg first. Outside leg first traps. Okay? Not the inside leg, the outside leg. Outside leg, triangle over. That means put like a triangle choke with your legs. Put your foot behind your knee. Here, find his ankle with your foot. So outside leg, triangle over. Find his ankle or foot with your ankle or foot. Now, you stretch both legs, not one. You stretch both legs down and out in Beverly Hills. Look at his face. All day long, if I fight in half guard, I'm here. And whether he taps or not, life is heck for him. Also notice where his weight goes. Is he riding me heavy, or is he down where I can manipulate him? He's down where I can manipulate him. That's a good way. There's, most jiu-jitsu guys are going to teach this for half guard. You have to know that. You have to know his style, especially off takedowns. A lot of times, I can't find his legs. I can't switch my hips enough to get in. So I have to know stuff from this kind of half guard too. But in general, this is not a bad half guard. As long as you watch out for a catch wrestling Indian deathlock, this is not a bad half guard to play. So outside leg first, triangle behind your knee like a triangle choke, and then you gotta like find his ankle with his foot. See, I gotta look for it, find it, and then stretch both. Okay, so it's not this. Once you get it locked, it's this. You pinch your knees together and stretch out. Now from here, there's a lot of sweeps with double underhooks. If he's good, he'll know this style of playing. And he will like not want me to get this underhook especially. And so he's fighting with me in here and stuff. And he's gonna try to get his weight up higher and stuff. So when a guy's kind of wrestling in here with me, what you need to do then is see, he might be looking off here. He might be looking to my legs. He's a little off center now. I take this hand, pass, so everyone's gonna do it on the same side. We're gonna pass our left hand to the armpit. We're gonna swim it from here because he's stopping this. And if I don't have double underhooks, it stops most of sweeps. I'd rather just submit the guy. Go from here to the armpit. From the armpit, using the lockdown, you sweep him up with your legs and push him out with your with a hand in the armpit. You swim him this way. Wrist like a short choke, wrist bone to kneecap, above the knee, and like a banana split in wrestling. Stretch, stretch. Okay, yes, this does work. I've tapped 2 very famous Japanese fighters with this. Can't name them, but, I did. And they didn't get me. So outside leg first, triangle over, slide under the ankle, stretch. Taking up the space. Grappling's a space battle, guys. Space, weight, balance, space. Taking up the space, pinching your knees. I'm not loose. Here. In other words, we're playing as I'm blocking punches, whatever the case is, I'm in here. I use my legs too to throw them up and to the side. So back, see I'm pushing them off and up with my hips, my legs, up and to the side. Catching that on top of the shoulder, and this passes from here, but I never need to pass from here. I've submitted everybody except once from this position. And the other time I passed and scrambled the top is what I mean. If you miss a submission, you can get on top, but I'd rather just submit the guy. You stretch your lockdown. You stretch this here, and I kind of just did a reverse knee bar on him. So you finish in different kind of ways, but it's like stretching. It's stretching him, and knee pressure. Guys are gonna tap. Sorry, one more time, brother. Get into. So you sweat me a little bit. I gotta find the lockdown. Wham. Okay, now we're fighting because I'm looking for sweeps. I might just be hipping under sweep. I might just be sweeping the guy. I might be getting him here. Oh my God! Now he's gonna fight back inside. He doesn't. He might not like that. He's fighting in. So I pass it from here to here. Guys, it's pretty advanced. If you don't get this one, this isn't my style. Okay, I didn't invent this. This comes from another, known grappling instructor. But since I use it so often against top guys, I thought you guys should go over it a little bit. Okay, so do your best with this. See, to me, that's kind of catch wrestling. Sure, a jiu-jitsu guy kind of made that one famous, but to me, that's kind of like stretching the guy. That's catch wrestling. That's hurting the guy. So I like that one. I use it a lot. Front sprawl position, front headlock position in wrestling. Okay, I sprawled on it. You know, you try a normal control position. You're in this position all, you know, so often. Chin, grip, under, hook. Put this in. Fly the hand to the other side. Here, tight circle. See, I'm on the balls of my feet. Pressure, energy in, hip to hip. As he's settling down, I'm pulling the chin to the other side and compressing him. Sorry. Okay, so his shoulder blades are barely hitting the mat. See, this space isn't here. I'm going to submit him when he's here and here. Any old schoolers? Anyone remember Mark Holman versus Dan Severn? Yeah, okay. So it's kind of like this one, except the neck's not twisted. Okay, but the compression's the same. My weight's on his chest and I'm pulling this bad boy up. Ah! Mark Holman, good friend of mine. So's Dan Severn still. Okay, but this one's worse because he's this way. It's counter rotation. Okay, once you learn this stuff, you can apply it against the cage. You can apply a lot of coolness. Okay? Any questions on this? It's here and up, nice and slow. Any questions? All right, go guys. Overnight crank.
I'm going like this.
So a little too sideways. Let me settle my own weight. So don't hold it.
Underneath to my shoulders. And get your leg forward to my side. And I'll roll it forward.
That's going to be more. You know, teach you in the future that you might like. Just quickly there in the back. One I was hoping to get over today is, you know, in north-south, you look at north-south choke, the guys wear that. Just leapfrogging up to Russian cowboy double knee bar. I got double knee bar, I got double knee bar, I got kegel hooks. I got all this stuff to hold. Okay, so double knee bar is one of the things I would like to go for. North-south. And north-south and side mountain guys aren't aware of it. Go to your hands and knees. Another one would be one Ryan taught me and forgot about. Ryan taught this back to me back in 98 or 99. Okay, Ryan, Bo, Kaminari Dojo. You guys are lucky to have a guy with 30 plus pro fights. You're riding a guy here, I'm looking to hit him and all this stuff. Well, cradle, wrestling cradle, okay, cradle hook, push in, jump on the leg, heel submission. Okay? One of I have one in the finals of an advanced tournament in Michigan in 2000 with that move. So there's footage of me hitting this live. We roly-polied a little bit, but I got him. And this one surprises many top grappler, top fighters that I go with. So a lot of times he'll be on his hand and knees are blocking his head. You know, he's either blocking the choke or he's blocking, you know, maybe he's blocking the hooks, you know, and he's tight. So you guys in here, I'm always driving in guys being heavy, and I'm looking for stuff. If I'm having trouble with something, I'll get in here or in here. Okay, so I could go either way. I could be on his head, or I could cross face with grip on the forearm. Drag my head in, here on the heel hook. Okay, so that's another thing I'd like to go over in the future. Cage stuff I'd like to go over in the future. Okay, basics are pummeling, guys. Basics are get the underhook, turn to the underhook side. One day, you know, you guys will be drawing that, I'm sure, because everyone uses it. You always want to pummel. You don't want to have a guy on double inside. So if I'm caught with, you know, I'm having trouble getting in there and I'm caught with just an overhook, okay, and he's beating me up and pounding me from there, one thing you can do is with this whizzer or overhook, I might be tight in here or whatever, is give the guy a little throat strike, not hard enough that you get disqualified or the ref sees it, but tap him enough to let him know you mean business. You don't want to get pressed against the wall and basically cage humped all day long. You don't want that. Okay, so you're going to throat strike the guy and power assist on your hand. I call that a power assist. Okay, so here, and drive. Then I'd probably go to like here and get the knockout, and then knees or whatever, but I'd probably go to the elbows immediately. So you could be overhooked in here and looking for the power assist. See, I'm strong in this position. So I'm here and I'm driving out. Let's say you really screw up. I've seen one fight, guys just taking baby knees all day long, it's going to decision. Okay? You got the guy get in here, you messed up from a wrestling perspective. But that doesn't mean that the fight's over. Okay? Just be halfway strong a minute because I'm going to screw with you. Okay? So he's pinning me in here. He's whatever. Oh, God. Okay, and that's light. Okay, this is combative stuff I teach for, you know, law enforcement, street, that kind of thing. You'll learn this later. I can really strike this guy. Here, fold him down. Also, maybe I get in here and he's kneeing me and whatever. This is totally MMA legal here. I can do this. Okay, people do not think of neck manipulation. You sorry, you alright? You weren't there in the seminar. Okay, people do not think of this stuff. That's legal. Why would you let a guy pin you all day long? And you're going, I'm tired though, and I'm gonna give him these baby strikes. Which don't do baby strikes, by the way. Can I have permission to hit you like once or twice from here? Really wrestle with me a second. Go ahead, you can hit me too if you want to get a couple. Okay, let's fight.
Piss them off.
See, I'm able to move him because I hit deep into his body. That wasn't physical like size, I know I'm bigger. But I hit him deep to the body. And then I'm able to manipulate him. And that's something else you gotta learn. Okay, if he's got me pinned here, something else you can do. If he's got his head up and he's driving me this way. He's a strong fighter. Okay? It's not hocus pocus. You want to try again with more energy, like you know what's coming now? Like, okay, fight with me. But I gotta get his head in position. Okay, he's fighting. Go ahead and hit me a little bit. We'll fight. Shh, go fight. Okay. This is the next level of MMA. Guys, this stuff. Everyone's just playing Muay Thai with a little Jiu-Jitsu, a tiny bit of wrestling, and so-so boxing. MMA is mixed martial arts. There's a whole world, lots of countries, whole cultures of martial arts. This hidden stuff, this isn't just my side. You feel like that's me doing something? Does anyone want to feel any of those? The last one, it's not that bad, just surprised you. Okay. I call it put Jack back in the box. He's in here. Did that look like I used a lot of bench pressing power? No. I taught my little brother how to do that the other day. And my daughter is a national, 5th national wrestling, her 2nd year, 5th in the nation. You can do this stuff even in wrestling. Thanks. Anyone a wrestler in here? Any kind of wrestler? Take your mouth guard out. The right side's your single leg, which is good. Like you gotta pick up single? Yeah. Alright, cool. Pick it up? No, usually here. Okay, I'm not gonna give it all. But I'm here and I'm hopping around, and guys are just looking to hit and stuff. Right? Well, guys are not thinking of the back and the spine and the way the body works. Did I waste a lot of energy? That's not just power, guys. It's not just my size. If you want to find out, I have no problem with that. Okay, these are neck manipulations, which I get from catch wrestling and Russian martial arts and special forces stuff and different fighting arts where they're thinking about life and death. It's not illegal though. Why wouldn't I do that in MMA? Why wouldn't I want to be as energy efficient as possible? I can wrestle too. Wrestling's great, picking up and whatever. But, I mean, there's flying knees and there's other stuff. But I also have this stuff. So I want to show you just a little bit of what else is out there. And hopefully I'll see you guys every